swear to God, every single time the fucking webcam thing moves. Every time, without fail. Here we are, I guess. Let me see if I can fix it again. Oh, I just made it bigger. That's not what I wanted. There we are. That should do it. Yeah, I say. Welcome in, folks. I am currently in the process of redesigning old magic items that I made for a product I put out. It's probably 2 years ago now. The Repository of Arcane Oddities. I've made a decent dent in it, but I've still got a ways to go. I think I've specifically done like 45-ish items. Say all of that up there is that's basically where I sell stuff on the guild. I make products. I edit for people. I do a little bit of layout work, but it's mostly I write and I edit. I've had my sort of hands in a variety of different things. This was the second thing I ever worked on, second thing I ever released, and I've already gone through the first thing that I ever did on there and fixed it because it had a bunch of problems, and I'm now doing this again because in the sort of very, very long time I've been doing, well, say very, very, in the reasonable amount of time I've been doing this, I've gone from being pretty subpar at it to being, I would argue, quite good at it. So it's to bring all the old stuff up to the new level. Oh yes, I knew I recognized that name. Yeah, I saw you guys were talking about that. I say as the Isle was interesting. Yeah, there was like I had a hand in like a lot of the initial like design decisions. I can tell you specifically all the things because I edited the adventure on the whole, but I'm listed as a co-writer because I came up with a lot of like the core design elements. The reason the slough exists at all, that was my suggestion. I also put the final boss in because initially it wasn't there. It wasn't there. I assume you guys got to it, unless you guys TPK'd. I'm not 100% sure, but if you guys got to it, the final boss was me. And initially it wasn't there, and it was like a puzzle to be solved. And it was a cool puzzle, but it was like, we need a boss here. I mean, come on. This is like everybody culmination of all of the crap that everybody has. That was yeah, the Isle was great fun. That was a certainly one of the biggest things I think I've ever edited. I think it's like 80-90 pages, I think. It's been a while. Actually need to go have a look, because I do not remember for the life of me. Let's have a look. How big is this thing? I'm waiting for drive-through to load. This website is incredibly slow. Yeah, it's taking a sweet bloody time. I'll leave it and come back to it in a minute. Okay, now. I got up to writing the Heartstone last week. I've got about an hour and a half. Bit late start today. I was finishing up some bits and pieces in my own time, and sort of I was toying around with various bits and pieces, and I had to finish all that up. Oh, here we go. The page is loaded. How big is this? It's 80 pages. It's 80 pages. I remember it being a little longer, but I guess not. So it was yeah, that was good fun. I've yet to actually run it myself. I want to do it at some point, but I've never actually had the chance. UK, east of England. Yeah, is currently 5:30 p.m. specifically. Let's probably clarify. Right, so first magic item is Helm of the Three-Faced King. That's the next magic item on the list. Wondrous item, very rare. Oh, can't spell. Requires attunement. Ooh, I yoinked this from Curse of Strahd because you can find this helmet in Curse of Strahd. And it just doesn't do anything. It's worth a decent bit of money, but you just find it in Strahd's catacombs. But it's just a helmet. That's it. How is this old lore? Yeah, the nature of this very helmet. For the nature of this very helmet, the helmet itself is 3 evenly spaced visors. There should be a comma here, not a comma, a colon here, not an ellipsis. I say the Curse of Strahd, I think was, and I think is fairly obviously like the big inspiration for the Isle, you know, with the mist and stuff like that. It was very good fun. I say both myself and Christian are very, very big fans of Curse of Strahd, and Ravenloft as a whole. Both of us have, like, I've written another Ravenloft book for him before, and he is, like, you know, he's had considerable success with Ravenloft things as well. Or a bunch of, like, the encounters in Ravenloft, which I edited. There's a couple of other encounters books. There's encounters in Barovia and encounters in Castle Ravenloft, I think is the other one. Yeah, we're I'm actually, like, because I wrote a book of yeah, say the yeah, I'm not familiar with encounters in Barovia. Yeah, I'd say the I'm not familiar with encounters in Barovia because I didn't have a hand in that, like, at all. But I did edit encounters in Ravenloft. I think it's Never Not TM. Yes, it is. Ben, I forget his surname, which is awkward because I'm working with him right now. Then again, he doesn't advertise his surname all that much. I'm not even sure it's public knowledge, so maybe it's a good thing I don't remember what his surname is. I don't want to dox him. Yeah, so I wrote a book of domains for him last year for Christian, and I'm about to start writing another one. I've got some other stuff on the go, or coincidentally, more work for him as well is currently on the go. Just like editing stuff. A couple of bits and pieces coming out at the end of this month, and then it's off to writing more Ravenloft domains because, man, that shit's fun. It's so fun. Yep, I'll say I put out Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. No, Van Richten's Pocketbook to Ravenloft. The Guide to Ravenloft is the actual book. But Van Richten's Pocketbook to Ravenloft, which came out. Oh, sweet, you guys have read that as well. Yeah, I'll say that was the fastest I've ever written a book of considerable length. I think I wrote that whole thing in like 2 months of just me hammering it out every day for like 2 months. That was a ride. I was very happy with how that book came out. Hidden Dave was the editor on that one. He did a fantastic job. I've had like some very negative experiences with editors before being. Okay, I see. I knew he sponsored the Isle the Isle run through, but I didn't realize he was a long time sponsor. That's cool. While you wear this magical helmet, you gain a shit. Hang on, something I really need to do, because I do this all the time. Add to autocorrect, gain a bonus to AC. So basically this is, all of these magic items already exist. They're in the Repository of Arcane Oddities, which is a product I put out a couple of years ago. It was the second thing I'd ever released on the guild. And basically I'm just going back through everything in that book. There's 120 magic items, I'm just bringing them up to snuff. Yeah, I'd say, to be fair, like, it generally does quite well for me. It keeps me focused. It forces me to not get distracted by other stuff. So even if, you know, I'm like talking to someone for like 10 minutes or whatever, I'd much rather be doing that than going down like a Reddit binge hole or something, which would be what I would be getting distracted by instead. It's one of those things where, like, even if I do get distracted and I don't get too much work done, it's still more fulfilling than what I would be getting distracted by otherwise. So yeah, no, don't worry about it. But yeah, these magic items already exist. I have another tab with them all listed, and I'm just going through and like fixing the wording on them. Because like some of them are like mostly fine. It's just a case of like, oh, this is worded a bit weirdly. There's like a formatting thing I want to change. There's a couple of them where it's just like, why did I make this? Scrap it and make something new. I've done that twice now, I think. Or I've just axed a magic item entirely from the book. Additionally, redone the helmet. Choose one of its three sides to be facing forward. You gain just look through. Three faces, or I guess to place. Received a message that might be something important. Right, so what are the benefits of the helmet? Because the helmet has the three faces, so again, sort of yoinked it from Curse of Strahd. Got the angry face, the happy face, and the sad face. Ooh. Okay, right, this thing's actually kind of spicy. That's very interesting. The happy one is worded very badly. I need to fix that. The sad one is definitely the most neutral, where it's kind of like you get like a minor benefit and you get like a super... Basically, all three sides have a debuff. And a buff. And the buffs are like pretty significant, but the debuffs are also like really, really like significant as well. Yes, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Angry. Whenever you roll damage, or whenever you make a damage roll twice, taking the higher of the two results. affects you. However, you have disadvantage on saving throws, which is, I mean, yeah, that's pretty fucking gnarly. So happy. Temporary hit points equal to 2. I guess it'd be 2 plus half your level. Right. It's not attack rolls, it's ability checks. So the sad one is kind of the default because it is just like the negative is pretty negligible. But the I reckon the happy one is basically you want to juggle this around. I also reckon this is rare and not very rare. It's not that powerful. Like it's good, but it's not that good. The next one is the Hider's Hairpin. This inconspicuous silver hairpin holds a suspicious secret. I like that alliteration, that's kind of silly. Let me get a bonus action. Speak the Heavens command won't have a transfer. Honestly, this is just common. This is like really simple. I like it though. So the hide is hairpin, and you say Wungus or whatever, and it's a set of thieves' tools. And you can say Wungus again, and it turns back into not thieves' tools. I'm a fan. Simple. There's a little flavor item. It's nothing crazy, nothing particularly ridiculous. It's just fairly simple. There's another magic item here I want to cut, but that's the one after this is the one I want to cut. So, oh no, that's Infernal Lantern. I always spell lantern with a U, and I know it isn't spelled that way. So I'm actually gonna like autocorrect this so I can. Wondrous item rare. I don't see why this would require attunement. That seems kind of pointless. I see it has like this like magical effect or whatever. Yeah, the Infernal Lantern is just kind of like. Actually, honestly, I think I'm probably just gonna nix the main effect of it because it's just not very interesting. I might have, yeah, I'm gonna have the secondary one. This magical. This lantern is powered by the flames of the 9 hells. To harness their power. Really should have a dash there. The light cannot be quenched. Which suppresses the lantern's flame for 1 minute. The lantern has 6 charges, regaining 1d4 plus 2 charges daily at dawn. Oh, I should probably. I wanted to test it, but it's a fairly simple. Oh, my hair is all over the fucking place. It's a fairly simple magic item. I kind of like it. It is an unquenchable sort of lantern that also can be used as a it's like a defensive tool. I mean, loose is the correct word to use here. So the next magic item, I actually cut this, or I want to cut this. I don't know what to cut it to. So if anybody has any recommendations for magic items, do send them my way, because I'm thinking I want to do something common, like just like a really simple magic item. It needs to also begin, well, it doesn't need to begin with the letter I at all, actually. It's not at all true. Preferably it should, though. Oh, hang on, I just had an idea. Oh, nah, it's boring. Oh, I just had an idea. Invisible Sheath. Permanently invisible. It's not the weapon sheath. Set into it. That's fun. I like that. Just got to message somebody about a game, so I need to mark that down real fast. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Right. Okay. This I kind of like. This is kind of a silly effect, but it works. I am perfectly happy with it, I think. So, an invisible sheath. So I got my invisible sheath, put my dagger in it. It's now a dagger-sized sheath, and it's invisible. No one can see my weapon. Obviously, if someone gives you a pat down, they are going to feel the invisible weapon, but you know, there's plenty of ways you can work around that, really. Like, you could just drop it on the ground, or what have you. Okay, right. Next item is the Jar of Endless Sand. I don't think this needs to be very rare. This is just like... or I don't think it needs to require attunement more specifically. Maybe it should require attunement and just be like rare or something. The jar has 8 charges, remaining 1d6 plus 2 expended charges daily at dawn. Oh, hang on, that's something. Expended charges, there we go. When full, the jar contains... Is it 15? Are there rules for urns? Hang on. Container capacity, here we go. Blah, 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 blah. Per square foot. Give me just a second. Contains 2 cubic feet of sand. That's a fair amount of sand. How many magic items have we done? I did 5 magic items last week. I've already done 5 in half an hour. I mean, admittedly, a lot of these are very simple, but even so, like that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, obviously, this isn't quite done yet. I'll add a bit more, but I'll probably take a break after this. Actually, I am actually really fucking hungry. So I'm probably going to go do that. But, I had to go look up like how to calculate the density of sand. So you get 2 cubic feet of sand, you get about 200 pounds of this stuff, which is quite a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of sand. I just looked up. Wait, there's a sand. I found a sand calculator. Wow. Is there anything else this thing could/should do? If anything, just being a source of infinite sand sounds useful in and of itself. Like, there's probably things you can do with that, like fire sand. And, I mean, wall of sand is like a pretty okay spell, if I remember correctly. He says, entirely uncertain as to whether I've literally never seen a human being cast wall of sand. It's 10-foot thick wall. Costs triple movement and they're blind when they're in the area. It blocks line of sight but not movement. Seems pretty good. Can you lightning bolt through a wall of sand? Because I'm not sure if you can. Either way, it does seem like a pretty... It's kind of okay, I think is the main thing. So it's a wall of up to 30 feet long, 10 feet high, and 10 feet thick. So I guess you can, if you're in a narrow corridor, you can just wall of sand in front of you. That's pretty good. Have your ranged dudes, like, just sort of shuffle around in a 5-foot corridor or a 10-foot corridor and just, you know, I mean, they're blind shooting into a corridor, but even then, like, what the fuck are they, you know, they're going to be doing that back, so... Yeah, honestly, this is kind of fine, and I honestly don't think this requires attunement. This is just kind of like a fairly, like a reasonably useful magic item. So the next one is Leviathan, which is a weapon, glaive, legendary. Requires attunement. So... Let me check. Just... I have to think on one of these abilities, because you summon like a weird thing. I was thinking of doing a water weird, but obviously water weirds die if they leave the area that they're in, like the water area that they're in, which is kind of jank. Water weirds are cool though. They are very interesting. They're just very odd. Either way, I'm gonna like go get some food now. I'll probably be about 15 minutes, give or take. When I get back, we're going to carry on. I'm just going to hammer through, see how far I get. After Leviathan, what are the other magic items in here? There is a sword. There is a mace. There is an item. There is a... Okay, right. I might not get as many items done in the second part of the stream. But, either way, I'm gonna sort of take a break now. I will be about 15 minutes. But yeah, when I get back, we'll carry on. We'll do Leviathan, we'll see where we get to. I'll be back in a bit. let us carry on. Right. I forgot to turn that off from when we were playing Sonic Roboblast 2 card the other day. Sadly, there is no hell to be sent to now, I'm afraid. Oh, hell yeah. I have now disabled Send Us to Hell because I forgot that I even had it in the first place. Oh. Prior to its flooding. Look at these fucking rectangles flying around the screen. It's kind of funny. Prior to its flooding. Leviathan. Made from blue dragon scales of black iron. In barnacles and coral growths. No, not growths. Growths. I need to clear my throat again. Fuck. Okay. Can't spell polearm apparently. There we go. A +2 bonus to attack. Damage rolls made with this magical glaive. Additionally, has 7 charges, regaining 1d4 plus 3 extended charges daily. Dawn. Charges can be expended to fuel following. Oh, I've used the word traits. Okay, right. Spells. Lightning bolt. Well, that's something I need to do. Well, that's also an XG spell. Tidal wave. It's all of water is from PHP, isn't it? Nope, that's Xanathars as well. I assume water breathing. Water breathing must be. Yeah, it's PHP. I thought so. It'd be ludicrous if it wasn't. Let me check Maelstrom. No, not Maelstrom. Does Tidal Wave flood the area that it's in? Need to untie my hair. Oh, there we go. Oh. Choosing water. Which can be less than 4th level. So basically what this allows you to do... Actually, no. No, this does actually make a problem. Shit. So I'm gonna go back to the original design. Snake, sneak. Appears in. Let me check find familiar. Elementals instead of beasts. Follow orders to the best of their ability. Yeah, you summoned a bunch of snakes. A bunch of water snakes. I was going to try and change it, but it's like, it's fine. Right. Weapon, longsword. By the Thunderlord Rodius. Made with this magical longsword. Maybe I should just copy that text. It's kind of funny. Additionally, sword has 3 charges, regaining 1d3. DC 15 or your spell save DC, whichever is higher. Oh. Yeah, I think that works. Yeah, I like this thing. It's pretty simple. Next one is Lightbringer, which I'm probably going to simplify here. Brace brass. I'm just gonna legendary this thing, why not? You know what? No, I'm just gonna... Actually, no, buy a cleric, inquisitor, or paladin. While you hold the mace, you may speak its command word to have it light up, as per the light spell. It's an undead creature. This is a pretty gnarly weapon on a paladin. But I suppose you can't create Weapon Master with it, so it's not, you know, the end of the world. It does maces up pretty bad. Additionally, Each of those creatures regains an extra 4 hit point. Regains extra hit points equal to your proficiency bonus. Honestly, this is pretty legit as is. I like this. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're up to 8 magic items. I have about 10 minutes before I need to go. I reckon. Oh, okay, never mind. The next magic items are really simple, and the one after that is like crazy complicated. But I'm gonna do them both. I think it's complicated to a point where it's just pointlessly complicated, so I want to change it. Wondrous item, rare. Touch the broken key to any lock. You know what, actually, I don't like the secondary effect of this item. I'm going to scrap it. I'm going to make this uncommon in the process as well. Right. The next item. Mantle of the Void. I keep typing rare with an extra E in it for some reason. I'm not sure why I keep doing that. Okay, right. Nope. Let me go read this real quick. Dark Vision is keyworded. They just... Ugh. Okay, right now. Or am I being gagged? So much crap. Force that creature to make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw. On failure, the creature takes 2d6 psychic damage and becomes might make it 3d6 psychic damage. you take 1d4 psychic damage. Yeah, let's go back to how it was before. Yeah, that is significantly simpler than yeah, that is significantly simpler. It is way less words, but it still has a lot of sort of meat on its bones. I like this. I'm happy how this has come out. But yeah, I say that is that for this stream. I believe we are up to 55 magic items, which means we are just under halfway done. Now, I would probably raid somebody right now. No, never mind, there is nobody streaming anyway, so I won't. I was going to say I would, but I won't because I have a game to go to, but there's no one to raid anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Either way, I'm going to head off here. I hope folks have enjoyed themselves. I'll be back on Wednesday, because I'm most likely... not 100%, but I'm most likely going to be playing more Pokemon Sun. Though I may decide to do more of this, but we will see. Either way, it will be around sort of 2 PM GMT, so probably around like 4 or 5. But yeah, hope folks enjoyed themselves. I'll hope to see you in a couple of days. See ya.